Brought to you by Ford. Going further so you can.
Giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. I bow down to prayer. I try to make the worst seem better. Lord, show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got
I think we had about a million reasons to think this game was over after the third quarter.
Wow.
Never before had we seen a game go to overtime in the Super Bowl. Never before had a coach won his fifth. Never before had a quarterback won his fifth. Never before had we had a four-time MVP. Never before had we seen a team come back from more than 10 points down. The Patriots bounced back from 25 points down to win the Super Bowl. This is crazy, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely insane. And I am so happy, though, for this man here. Let it out, Howie. Smile. Everybody, you don't realize how stressed he has been. And to see his son go through the journey he's gone through and end up here, and it looked very dire, my friend. We were a little scared in the back. But to come out like this, I'm happy for you.
His journey here was as improbable as the Patriots comeback. We're dumbfounded. This is amazing. I'm so happy for Chris. I'm happy for that Patriot football team. And it's the toughness that team shows coming out the second half, down 28-3 with 8:30 left in the third quarter. Nothing short of remarkable.
Can I quickly add, a guy asked me, I walked all the way down when Brady took the ball to take it down and tie it up, and he turned to me and he said, do you really think he can drive it all the way down? I said, just watch. You'll be amazed.
Well, for every great victor, there is a tough loser. And for the second time in the last 3 seasons, Dan Quinn, who used to be the defensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, had his heart ripped out at the end of the game by the New England Patriots. But he was still gracious enough to speak with Aaron Andrews just moments ago.
Dan, you guys looked like you were well in control. What happened?
Well, for sure it hurts like hell. And our guys battled hard and made plays, you know, and we know how good and what they're capable of doing. And that's why you thought this game would come down at the end, and it did. 2 good teams battling for it. So, you know, we knew what they were capable of as well.
What did they do that you guys couldn't stop?
Well, I don't know if it was one thing, you know, obviously that would have taken place, but honestly, just making plays, Aaron. That was, you know, we got to tip our hat off to them, you know. We thought it was going to be about the ball. You know, it came down at the end, and they had a turnover that was, you know, a key factor for sure. But for us, you know, it wasn't one thing, you know, we could have done to, you know, to say this one thing we would do different. But we knew it was going to be a battle, and it for sure was. It was a fantastic game. Really proud of the way our guys battled and competed.
Thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate it.
All right, you know, Jimmy, once Atlanta got that turnover, turned the ball over to New England, it looked like it just rolled downhill, and the Falcons couldn't do anything to stop it.
And, you know, that happens in a lot of ball games. When the momentum changes, all of a sudden they start pressing, and they press more and more. They took the sack. They got the holding penalty. They got out of field goal range. You know, and this has got to be disappointing, obviously. You know, it's overstated, but let me tell you what. They have an outstanding young football team. Yes. Dan Quinn is an outstanding coach. Yes. They're going to be back in this game again because, like I said, they're a very young team. They're very talented. On the other side, I said it before the game ever started, you know, Bill Belichick's the greatest coach of all time. He showed that tonight.
And Tom Brady. Talk about Tom Brady.
Well, I'm sitting here staring at Jimmy and Mark, just admiring what he's saying. But, Jimmy, I thought the turn in the game was after a great catch by Julio Jones, which was phenomenal. Yes. Then they try the pass again. They get sacked. Then they get a holding penalty. And next thing you know, they're having a punt. All they got, they're in field goal territory. Right. That's what will eat you alive this offseason.
Well, you mentioned earlier out there on the podium with Bill Belichick that you think, and Jimmy said it before the show even started, before the game started, Bill Belichick is probably the greatest coach in the history of the National Football League. He is the first coach ever to win 5 Super Bowl titles, breaking the tie he had with Chuck Noll. Our aerial coverage here in Houston tonight brought to you by Bud Light. More of the celebration for Bill Belichick and the Super Bowl champion Patriots as we continue here on Fox.